Welcome to the Untold Hypothesis, brought to you by the Department of Life Sciences, Kristu Jayanti, Dean to be University. I'm Niriksha, your host for today. Today, we have someone really special with us, a Dean of Academics and the perfectionist, Dr. Calistus Jude. Welcome to you, sir.
Hello, Nirisha.
Sir, can you please introduce yourself?
Well, my name is Calistus Jude, and I have joined the Kristu Jayanti College in the year 2004 as a lecturer. And then it was a great opportunity for me, I should say, to be part of this great academic institution. And since 2004, as a lecturer, I was working. And then in 2014, I was elevated to the position of the Dean of Faculty of Sciences. And then in 2025, when the college became an university, I was elevated to the post of a Dean Academics. While during my tenure at Kristu Jayanti, I was fortunate to have been part of different department and institutional committees. One of the greatest opportunities I got, which made me interact with so many students, not only from our department, but with students from across the departments, was the position of a staff coordinator of the Literary and Cultural Association, the post which I held from 2006 till 2021. And it was a great experience for me to be with the students most of the time. And probably when people ask me what is the reason for me, I mean, always they say that I look very young.
Yeah.
The reason should be this, because I was always with the students and the students from different departments, engaging with them and mentoring them, and in turn having a great experience with the students. So this has been my tenure at Kristu Jayanti University.
Sir, have you ever thought that you will be a faculty? Like, were you interested to be a faculty?
I think the turning point was after I completed my master's.
Okay.
Um, I did my master's in zoology in Coimbatore, and then after that, I mean, there were two opportunities. One was to go for a bachelor's in education, so I had written the entrance exam for that, and at the same time, I had also applied for a master's in philosophy MPhil
Yeah.
program at Bharatiya University in Coimbatore. Um, on the day I had the interview for my MPhil program, I also received the result of the B.Ed examination that I had written, and I was one of the toppers there, and so I had to decide whether to go for the B.Ed program or to go for this interview, which I am not sure that I will be getting. But at that time, I think that is when our parents come as saviors, so they help us in our decisions. So my dad said, "You better forego this B.Ed opportunity and go for this interview." Although we were not sure that I will be getting it, so I had attended this interview at Bharatiya University, and I fortunately I got through this interview, and I was offered a position for the MPhil program. And there were only 4 students who were selected for this program at that time, and I was fortunate to be one of them. And
That's
so
so
I think that was
remarkable.
the turning point, because once we do MPhil, and then obviously we have to go for higher studies, continue our research program. And after MPhil also, I was not very sure what to do next. But then at that time, there was another opportunity through my research supervisor to work with a doctor, a gastroenterologist, who offered me the position of a research assistant, research associate. And with him, I could be there and get samples for my higher study. I mean, for my PhD work. And then he would also support me by giving a very small stipend. At that time, it was a big amount.
Yeah.
So that was again another turning point and an opportunity which guided my path in my research career and made me a faculty at a college, higher education institution. So I think it's all God's plan that led me.
Yeah. It's so nice to hear that, sir. Sir, it's been like 21 years of your journey in Kristu Jayanti. what is the best thing you have noticed here? Like something which you always try, like you never want to forget about it.
All right. So I think the value system that is given to the young generation, right? So I come from a very conservative family, and then the ambience here, the environment here, is not very conservative, but at the same time, there's a lot of emphasis on values. So that is, I think, is the best part at Kristu Jayanti. And I've been I mean, the 21 years I've been here under different leaderships, different principles. Everyone have the same, vision and emphasis on values. So that becomes a priority here, and automatically everything else sets in. So that is, I think, is the best part of Kristu Jayanti University, and that's the best thing that the students would be getting here as part of their higher education.
So it's been a long, you were here for 2 decades. And what difference you see from KJC and KJU?
Well, I mean, it's a great difference because as a KJC, as an autonomous college, since 2013 we were autonomous. A little bit of autonomy, and we could exercise in terms of curriculum design and examination. We could organize, we could conduct, and value. So almost like an university we were.
Yeah.
But then when we became an university now, every responsibility is upon us. Earlier, it was like at least some percentage was to be taken care of the affiliating university. But now, since we are a deemed to be university, we have to set everything in place. So all the policies and guidelines and norms, and to see that they are implemented and everything is followed, and we should get the right outcome. So all these responsibilities are there. So I think this is, I mean, engaging us every minute, and we are enjoying it
Yeah.
because we are pioneering everything here, and so it's a great experience, giving that service to our university.
Yes, sir. So, sir, we all know you as a perfectionist, and we want to know about your college days. Like when you were in your college, like were you a mischievous student or like a topper student?
I should say I was sometimes a topper and sometimes an average student. And there was a time when, when I actually once failed in my geography subject, in my seventh standard. And I couldn't believe it. I think I cannot recollect for what reason. But then in my eighth standard, I was the topper in geography again.
Okay.
All right, because I like that subject
Yeah.
very much. So like that, I've been on the top, I've been a failure also.
Yeah.
So I've experienced both the feelings. um, so I should say I'm an average student, but then the discipline and perfection comes from my family background, and I was the only child, in a joint family. It's a very big family, about 9 members, all of them elders, and I was the only kid there. And
Okay.
probably that discipline and perfection from my grandparents, from my parents, and from my uncles and aunts who all stayed together with me and groomed me. I think it all came from there. I don't. I mean, once people say that I'm a perfectionist, once you say that I'm a perfectionist, only then I understand that I'm doing something like that. That means it's become a routine, a habit, and it's nice to see, nice to transmit those values of discipline to others when we inculcate the discipline in our students, because as teachers we consider our students as our own children.
Yeah.
All right, and we don't want our children to go away, from the right path, and that is why we want to emphasize and inculcate that discipline in our students. So I enjoy. That is why I like this institution, because values and code of conduct and all that is there, and I love mentoring the students in that way.
So could you tell us about your hometown, the place where you were brought up?
All right, yeah. So I come from a very special place in Tamil Nadu. It's called Udagamandalam, in short, Ooty. A beautiful place, and it was even more special because my dad was working in the Department of Horticulture, and the quarters that was given for us to reside was inside the botanical gardens.
Yeah.
So it was every day I had to go in and come out of the gardens, all right, and needn't buy ticket to go inside. So it is all free. So that time we didn't know the value of the botanical garden. Once we are out of it, then we understand now. So almost every day there was a shooting that was going on there.
Yeah.
And I mean, because my grandmother was very conservative, and every time she would ask, "Did you watch the shooting? You should not watch. You should just come straight." So it was a beautiful place inside the botanical gardens where I stayed. And of course, because I came from Ooty and I stayed inside botanical gardens, I love nature.
Okay.
And I think unconsciously we became very sensitive to sustainability.
Yeah.
And so it is there with us, and that is again another emphasis of our institution, which I carry from OT, green campus and sustainability. And then I did my schooling there at Ooty, called the Briggs Memorial Anglo-Indian Higher Secondary School. And for my higher secondary education, I studied in St. Joseph's Higher Secondary School at Ooty. And my undergraduate program, I did it at the Government Arts College, Ooty. And then there I was also part of the NCC. So a lot of discipline, I got it from there also. And I loved being in the NCC. And I wanted to pursue a career in army also. But then at that time, there was a lot of dilemma. And my father was very particular that I pursue higher studies. And so I had to pursue my master's, which I did it in Government Arts College, Coimbatore. From then on, I came off to Coimbatore. My MPhil and PhD was in Bharatiya University, Coimbatore. From MSc was from 1995 to 97, and from 97 to 2004, I was in Bharatiya University, Coimbatore. And 2004, I came over to Bangalore, Kristu Jayanti College at that time. So Ooty is a very special place, and yeah, I was also involved in a lot of cultural activities right from school days. And also because in church also I was part of the choir, and I got the opportunity to learn a little bit of keyboard, the piano, the musical instruments. And so I got into all these cultural activities, and then it really helped me to lead the literary and cultural association at Kristu Jayanti College.
It's really like amazing for me to sit in front of you and hear all of your stories, sir. So, uh, it's a question from students. Like, we always find you so energetic and walk around the college. We never saw you like low. Like, how do you have this much of energy, sir?
I think the energy is actually getting reciprocated, because I see students who are always smiling, energetic, and eager to, volunteer and help us, and giving a lot of innovative ideas. That is, I think, and also the right from the management and to the faculty members and to the administrative staff. All of them are really energetic, and our management members are really visionaries. They are very futuristic, so it gives a lot of motivation, because they're thinking, very far ahead. All right. And there's a lot of things to achieve. So all these builds up that energy that we want. And I think students are also a reason for, transmitting or reciprocating that positive energy to the faculty members. And I think I should attribute that to the students.
Thank you, sir. Sir, if you could suggest any two books which a life science student shouldn't miss out reading, like which one you would have recommended us?
Well, I think because I did my higher studies in human genetics.
Yeah.
Okay, so Gardner is one of a beautiful book, Principles of Genetics.
Yeah.
And I think apart from that, I think two more books I would, want every life science student to go through. One is Biochemistry by Leninger,
Yeah.
and the other one should be um, Immunology by QB.
Yeah. So now in this generation, we students are losing motivations. We are getting distracted by lot many things. What would you like to tell to this generation students?
Okay, so rather than this generation of students, I would like to address the students of Kristu Jayanti University. I think the university and the departments are offering a lot of activities, right?
Yes.
So not only during college hours, there are so many things that a student can get engaged even after college hours. I think the student has to just get involved in all these activities. So obviously they will never get distracted. They will always be engaged in something or the other, which is very productive. I think that is the only smallest thing that the student has to do, take an effort
Yes.
to be part of every activity that the department or institution is organizing, any one activity.
Yeah.
There are, diverse activities into which every student can, has an opportunity to fit into
Yeah.
any one of these activities. So all these activities cater to all the clubs and associations, and the activities that they organize cater to every aspirations of students, be it cultural. I mean, under cultural we have dance, music, theater, fine arts. Then we have a lot of skill activities, social outreach. So any one of those, definitely if the student is participating, getting involved, definitely they will contribute, and definitely they will be very focused.
Yes,
That
sir.
is my advice.
So I have one personal question from my side. Most of us, like we KGC student, we are confused. Like after third year, what to do? Like should we get into masters or should we do our job? We are like between this two thing. What would you suggest?
Yeah, so we have specifically we have instructed our departments to organize a career orientation program for our students. All right, earlier it was only offered to third year students, but then we suggested that students from first year onwards, every year, let there be a career orientation session. All right, so students get to understand that the career options that they have. All right, so this will at the first level help them to decide on what they want to do later. Probably by the time they reach third year, and if they are really involved in the different skill development activities of their departments, then definitely they will be clear as to what to pursue later. All right, for a life science student, I feel that master's programs, there are so many specializations that are being offered in different institutions. I think they should have a thorough study about it, and then match it with their passion, and then select the right program for their master's program. I think at least masters they should pursue if they have to stay in the same field.
Field.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. It was really indeed a pleasure that we had you here. Like I have learned like lot many things. I want to be that perfectionist from now. Uh, I will try being that. It was really nice having you here, sir.
Thank you, Nireksha.
Thank you, sir.
It was a pleasure for me to be part of this program.
Yeah.